If you want to learn Drupal, then I want to share one of the best approach to learn it. Now, when it comes to learning Drupal, there are different things that you can do. You can learn how to become a site builder. You can learn Drupal module development. You can learn how to make themes. But in all three of these different things, the approach that I'm going to share is equally applicable. Drupal is definitely a great choice these days, even in 2020, and I'm sure in the next few years, because Drupal developers are paid well. Drupal is used in different industries. People use Drupal for building government sites, shopping sites. A lot of big sites are actually built in Drupal, and Drupal is a great choice. So if you are planning to become a Drupal developer, then your plan is absolutely great. Now, in the beginning, just like any other tool, just like any other technology, it can be a bit overwhelming. Drupal is not extremely simple like other CMS. If you're talking about, let us say, WordPress, WordPress is very simple. You install it, and within like a day or two, you can have a very good site because you have different plugins that you can install. And Drupal, as compared to WordPress, is not that simple in the beginning, and you need to spend some time with it. Now, the approach that I have been following for many years is basically to maintain a couple of live personal sites. It could be your blog, because if you have your own blog in Drupal, then you will of course maintain it. You will keep on adding content, and maintaining a Drupal site is not very simple, especially Drupal 8 or Drupal 9. You need to have Drupal running on a VPS. It won't really work well on a shared hosting, which is a bit uh, of a shame, but Drupal nowadays is uh, meant for medium to big sites, not really for a blog. But that doesn't mean that you can't really have a blog on Drupal website. So you can definitely build your own blog, for example, or any site, any personal site that you want to build. And when you have a live site, you will be doing a lot of things. You will be, let us say, updating the site on a regular basis. You will be adding content. You will be deploying the changes that you're doing on the site from local computer to live production site. And whenever you're doing these things, you will of course get to learn a lot of things. So what I do, I have of course Drupal on my local computer where I do some development. Let us say if I have to test something, like maybe I'm testing a new module, or maybe I've done some development, I do it on my local computer. Then I have a Drupal development workflow. I use, of course, a repository where I push my changes, and I also make sure that my configurations are exported. Then I use a staging environment where I test everything. So staging environment is, of course, something similar to live. Then I also have, of course, my production live site. And when I'm doing these things, although it is for my personal blog, my ravisagar.in website, which is of course a blog, but it is a bit more complicated. I do have lot of features on the site, but you can just have a blog. Now, when I follow these practices, I also learn a lot. And if I have to do the same thing for, let us say, for a client or for a site which is not really a personal site but someone who is paying me to do it, then I will definitely use the same techniques, same learnings. But the approach is very simple: maintain a live site so that you learn how to not only build a site, develop a site, but also how to uh, keep it up to date, apply all the latest security fixes, and most importantly, you will learn how to have a proper development workflow. So this is all I wanted to share in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much.